IAS officer and Home Secretary in the Rajiv Gandhi government in the 90s, Shri T.N. Seshan unexpectedly fell out of favor and was made the Chief Election Commissioner, an ornamental post in those days. Upset, he went to meet Kanchi Shankaracharya for advice. Periyava, as he was known, consoled him. Why are you upset? Consider this instead as a God sent opportunity. Go to nearby Uttiramerur. You will find inscriptions over 1,000 years old on the election system, like who can and can't contest elections, term tenure, wards, and other norms. If you put in place even 10% of those, it will be a great service to the country. An encouraged Seshan visited Uttiramerur. The outcome of this visit was a dramatic and historical change in our election system. The level of detailing in the inscriptions in the three major temples there inspired a magical transformation in our election systems. The inscriptions give stunning details about wards, candidate qualification norms, the mode of election, committees and their role, etc., all pertaining to local elections. Details on administrative, judicial, agricultural, and other matters dealt with by the village assembly are also available here. Interesting to note that the village general assembly was situated in one of the temples, as if the temple deity was presiding over matters. Seshan soon propped up the election commission, its processes, and functioning. We now take for granted things he brought in, like election code of conduct, voter IDs, campaigning rules, etc. These days, political parties don't find it easy to bribe or scare voters, distribute free liquor, misuse government funds and machinery during elections. That today the Election Commission is a much respected and feared institution is because of Seshan's efforts that were inspired by Kanchi Periyava. But isn't it remarkable that this village, Uttiramerur, under the Cholas, had an elaborate and well-refined electoral system over 1,000 years ago, and that this system was prevalent in the region? Speaks a lot for the superior capabilities of our local kings who ruled the land till the foreign invasions. The villagers, though, were one step ahead of us then itself and enjoyed a right which we still don't. They could recall the elected representatives if they failed in their duty. Now, isn't that worth a thought?